A book about the coast and all it has to offer might make a great stocking stuffer for those who love to travel, just not too far. Eric spoke with the author of 100 Things to Do in Coastal Mississippi, Lisa Evans, about its purpose.
Basically, the book has two reasons. Two, one for people that are coming in that want, like Verbos or Airbnbs that are like, hey, what do you want to do? So that, that could be a good idea. Then the people that live here to encourage them for staycations. I've talked to a lot of people that, will say to me, oh my goodness, that's in there. I haven't been there since I was a kid, or I've never been there. I've never heard of it. One of them that I always like to test people on, if you will, is one of the entries is the Mystic Ghost Boat Rides and Walking Tour. And it's basically Mystic Molly is a storyteller, and you go out on a pontoon boat in the bayous off of Bay St. Louis. And then she tells you different stories of the area. Obviously, most people have heard of Jean Lafitte. So, there's all kinds of legends and stories. And then you come back and you go to a walking tour through Old Town Bay St. Louis. A lot of people on the coast are like, I've never heard of it. I've never, but it's a really cool experience.
And a unique experience.
Exactly.
You're not going to be able to do that everywhere you go or wherever you live.
Exactly. So that was really cool. There's 5 different categories. So there's 20 things in each category. There's food and beverage, there's music and entertainment, there's culture and history, sports and rec, and shopping. So like I basically started out, obviously with the restaurants that I've been to and that I know and that I like. And then I would talk to other people and, oh, have you ever been here? And so then I would try other places. So let me think. There's really a lot. There's more fine dining than you would think. I mean, there's a lot of casual, which is great because you're at the beach, you're at the coast. Casual is great, but there's some really nice fine dining as well. In music and entertainment, of course, we've got all the casinos, so those are all mentioned. But then, like Ground Zero is brand new, and it's a great place, and a lot of people haven't. I'm sure by now maybe they've been there, but when the book came out, it was had just opened a few months prior. So Ground Zero is a really cool place to go. As far as the shopping, I tried to include things that everybody knows about the malls and things of that nature, but because we're such an artsy area, I tried to include like the museum gift stores and a framing gallery because you're going to buy a nice print, a nice picture, and you want to have it framed nicely. You wouldn't necessarily think to, but that was just something that struck me as a unique thing to do. If you're going to buy a nice portrait from Walter Anderson or a nice print out of Walter Anderson, you might want to have it framed nicely. So it seemed to fit. As far as sports and rec, of course, there's so many things to do, outdoors, indoors, museums. So it was really, it actually, I had to whittle things down. I mean, because I could only have 20 in each. So I had to go through everything and then go, all right, well, which one do I think, and it wasn't really all on what I like because I'm not a golfer, but golfing is huge on the coast.
Yeah.
So golfing has to be included. Fishing. I'm not a deep sea fisherman, but there are a lot of people that are. And, people need to know that that's available. So.
Yeah. Of the 5 categories, which do you think was the easiest? Was it food and dining? That would be my answer for sure.
I mean, yes and no, but sports and rec actually I found was easiest. I had to whittle down sports and rec because there's just so much to do. There's so much outdoor and you think about the water and the golfing and the fishing and the boating, but then we also have all these museums, and people don't necessarily, and then, you have the little artsy towns and it's just, there's so much to do. And then of course in there's also a page with some festivals because, we on the coast, we love our festivals. And then there's also like seasonal, itineraries for season and, like a date night or whatever. So there's just different ideas.
Yeah. Lisa, where can people get your book?
You can get it from my website, which basically takes you to one of our local independent bookstores, Past Christian Books, and they're a great little independent bookstore. And of course, I love to support the locals. They can also get it on the publisher's website as well.
Right.
So my website is Writer Lisa, WRITER Lisa.com. And then, of course, Reedy Press is reedypress.com. And then you just have to do the search for the 100 Things Coastal Mississippi. But there's a link on my site that will take you to the Pass Christian, and they'll ship anywhere in the, anywhere in the country.
Pretty easy to do. Again, the book is called 100 Things to Do in Coastal Mississippi Before You Die. We're talking with Lisa Evans. Lisa, that's all the questions I have. Anything else you'd like to say about it?
No, I hope people enjoy the book and find something new and improved. And everybody's like, oh, I've done all those things. I'm like, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
You've probably, and if you've lived here all your life, you probably have done a majority of them. But I'll bet you there's at least one or two you haven't. So
yeah, something's going to surprise somebody.
And anybody that owns like a Vrbo house or an Airbnb, I had really good luck with them because, realtors, it's a great gift for a realtor to give if you're buying a house in coastal Mississippi. So, they can reach out to me and talk to me, and, they can reach me through my website.
Makes sense. Something in there for everybody. Lisa, thanks so much for talking with us today.
Not a problem. Thank you so much for having me.